where there's sure to be droppings and honkings all over the field. We're here in Champaign, Illinois, Geese Memorial Stadium. Two behemoth conferences bragging rights at stake, the SEC versus the Big Ten. It's the Mississippi State Bulldogs and the Illinois Fighting Illini. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Checking in with the Mississippi State head coach before the game. This is going to be a huge challenge to get this upset on the road. Not only is this one of the best quality opponents they have faced so far, it is a quality crowd. You can hear from the noise. This crowd is ready to get after it. A very hostile environment. We will see how they handle it, and I will keep you posted how it's going down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They'll start on the ground with Buck Bothwell. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Taylor wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Looks as if he's going to run it. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Terrible way to start this game if you're on offense. You've given up 2 straight negative plays. You ran the ball on 1st down for negative yards, and then you take a sack now on 2nd down. That tells me this offensive line has got to wake up. You knew this was physically going to be a challenge, but you've got to get ready to go, and you've got to fire.
Got it down the field. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the 1st down.
To the air, it's Hauser. Fires to the big fella. There he goes. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
Man, you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
The offense making a statement early in this game. They're going to open the entire playbook, and they're going to show this defense so many different looks and try to keep them on their heels. I love that play call. You could see the defense wasn't sure what was going on.
Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on first down. Fires to the right. Touchdown, Illinois! And they have the first points of the game. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he coughs it up inside the 20. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return you do, and a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
On the move, it's Valentine. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Things look great with that field position a few plays ago, but now it's 3rd and 6. Back to throw, it's Hauser. Flips it out in the flat. Headed to the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the back. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Illini!
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. And he's going to try to return this one. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Taylor wants to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff, Fluff Bothwell. Got enough for the first. Got a little grass. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. Looking to throw on first down. Lofts one deep down the right side. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
And it's picked off right at the goal line. They'll bring him down at the 15-yard line as he made some hay after picking off that pass. Now the Illini calling a timeout there first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Now on the option. Keeps it on first down. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. Breaks into the open. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. That's caught. It's Valentine. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period. It's Illinois with the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Anderson with the carry. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
He's moving out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Hauser. Oh, they're after him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
He's going to take off. First down and more. At midfield, he's got room. You want to talk about changing field position. The huge play takes it down to the 30.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and, man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Off play action. With the catch, it's Cotton. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Taylor wants to throw it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Really nice third down sub-defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass. They're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now first down. Off play action on first down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Made the grab in the end zone for 6.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Colin.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll leave it with him. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield, it's Hauser. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. Oh, he's got some space. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Evans. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Gonna look downfield again. Throws for the tight end. Makes the catch. It's Cotton. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Bulldogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air, it's Hauser. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
That's reeled in. It's Clapp. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Pressure coming. He's sacked. This defense all over him. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Buying some time. Now he's going to throw it all the way back across the field. He's got it down the left. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. Illinois uses its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Finding Illini, move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it on first down. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up first and goal. Going to the run, it's Anderson. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
And that is a perfect job by the offense executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll start on the ground with Buck Bothwell. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 16, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Buckeyes with a gritty victory away from home. This team prepared well all week, and they'll enjoy the fruits of their labor. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions.
There he goes! Across midfield, down to the 41-yard line is the huge play as this offense rolling. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Steps away to find some room. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play, and the wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Taylor wants to throw. He lofts one down the sideline. Snags it inside the 20. To the house. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Fighting Illini offense comes out ready to go to work. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Last completion, picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Hauser. Escapes the pressure to his right. He takes a chance and fires it across the field. Upstairs, he's got it. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
They just keep firing. Got the tight end outside. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Illinois could try to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. Might be changing the route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Shoots it to the left. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
The Fighting Illini with mere inches to gain on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Quick completion on the out. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And it's been a struggle for this young man. I mean, listen, he's a pretty good player, and they depend on him week in and week out to be their guy to carry the mail. Just, it's not working, and the run game hasn't found a rhythm, and I think that's why this offense, they need something. They need a spark. They need to find some way to run the football.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Looking to pass. It's Hauser. Here comes the heat. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Could be an alley. The 40. And after the interception, he brings it back and gets it inside the 35.
And they don't get their hands on the ball often, but how about the big defensive linemen? When they do, it's fun to watch. It might take a while, Jesse, but he started to move that thing down the field.
He sure did. He just reminds everybody he's an athlete, too. This guy had some big-time moments in high school on the offensive side of the football, and he's living on defense in college. That's where he's going to make his money at the next level, but that was an unbelievably athletic play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Got it behind the line. It's Cotton. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Mississippi State. They looked finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? He'll pull it on the read. He gets in there for the 2-point conversion, and the lead grows to 8. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Illinois will get things going as the offense comes out onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Illinois lining up quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Looking for a man. It's Hauser. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Clapp. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom, stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
Finds his man, and tackled there by the defense.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Quarterback making checks.
Booster, go!
To the air on second down. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man in the middle. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois! After the touchdown, if they can get this 2, we'll have a tie ball game. They want to throw it. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. Let's see what he can do with the return. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. The Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here's a give to Bothwell. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Taylor wants to throw it. They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this third period. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. Throws to the tight end. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the eye.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He might want another play.
Bubba, hydro. Oh, there you go.
They'll go to the air on second and short. He's got it on the move. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown to Illini. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Quarterback keeper does not get there. Boy, they stopped him just short of the goal line and kept him from getting the 2. He'll return it. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. The AT unit on the field. And it's good, and he pushes the lead to 3. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Sends it back in motion.
Go.
Looking outside, it's Valentine. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls.
Caught, and he's got room. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. If you like the stats, and I know you do, he's over 400 yards passing now.
Yeah, if they win this game, he's getting a game ball. There's no doubt about it. This guy has been on fire from the very start of this football game. He's been throwing bullets all over the field.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Final few minutes of this game. Two teams looking for their first win. One's going to get momentum. One will have to stop the season from spiraling. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
Scanning the field, it's Hauser. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on third down.
This is a no-brainer right now. After that incompletion, trailing by what you are in this area of the field, 4th and short, just kick the field goal. It's what you need to give yourself a chance to win.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Both of these teams off to slow starts this season, desperately needing a victory, and they've got the closing minutes to try to pull it out. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Final few minutes of this game. 2 teams looking for their first win. One's going to get momentum. One will have to stop the season from spiraling. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. And after that gargantuan 4th down stop, now a chance to put together a game-winning drive here. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Gets the back moving. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Hauls it in. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Hauser. He's got it on the run. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal.
Where did he go?
The play action fake. Moves around to clear up the vision. The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage for a loss.
We just need better execution on offense right now. Not able to get it done on 1st down, and now they give up the sack. If you're the head coach right now, you might want to think about a timeout, make sure your guys have their minds right.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow. Makes a catch. Touchdown, fighting Illini. And they've got the lead in the final minute. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Taylor wants to throw. He's taking a deep shot. He's got it on the right. He's loose. He's at the 10. Touchdown Bulldogs! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. The Bulldogs answer right back with a score of their own.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Reels it in down the left side. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Unleashes one deep. And it's incomplete into the end zone, and that's going to do it. That puts a wrap on this one. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye.